time, gentlemen, please. All your glasses, thank you.
Here, Mr. Glum, do you know I saw your son Ron yesterday, and to tell you the truth, I hardly recognised him. Smart blue suit, new shoes, trilby hat. How much of that little lot cost you then?
Well, is it per chances, Ted? It didn't cost us nothing.
What, you've got that entire outfit for free?
Absolutely au gratin.
You're pulling my leg.
I wouldn't lower myself, Ted. And you know why he needed a new outfit? Well, Ted, secrete another brown ale in there, and I'll tell you, I'll go back as far as last Sunday, that's when F first broached the subject in question.
Turn the sound down. I want to talk to you. Well, you are a devil sometimes. I knew you had a surprise for me as soon as I came in tonight. The moment I set eyes on you, I thought, my Ron's got a little twinkle. Was I wrong, beloved?
No, Eth.
Oh, talk about a deep one. Right in the middle of What's My Line, you turn round and announce that tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock you're going for a job interview. My businessman. Let me look at you. Ron, I'm a bit worried about your get-up.
Oh, you don't have to worry at all about that, Eth. I'll borrow the alarm clock.
Your clothes, Ron. Employers do set an awful lot of store by appearances. And, beloved, will... that shirt...
The one that Dad gave me for Christmas. It's one of them new ones. You don't have to iron it.
But, beloved, that does not mean that you don't have to wash it. I know it's not easy for you. You've really got to smarten up before you go along there. I mean, are those plimsolls the only shoes you've got?
Oh, there's my brown and white pair. I can't find the brown one.
You asked me, Ron, you're wrong all the way up. I mean, if you really want to pass this interview, you've simply got to have a complete new outfit. Do you think your father would buy you one, beloved? It'd be about £20.
How much?
£20.
No.
Well, we've got to make him then, Ron. He's got to be... oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Goaded.
Oh, no, Eth, I don't think there is a word called goaded. You have to say went.
Ron, sometimes I think that you're just too placid. I mean, this is one situation when I really wish you'd have a little go.
All right, Eth. Oh, go on, Eth, just a little one.
He's looking straight at us.
I'll do a mime, it's all right. I'll do a mime.
Hello. Oh, Ron, my boy, I think I'll have to switch you back to white bread. I'm looking for a bottle of ink and the slop pail. Mrs. Glum wants to give herself a blue rinse.
Mr. Glum, have you heard about Ron's job interview?
Oh, yes. What about that, eh? Our baby boy has at last got his teeth into the first rung of the ladder. Ron, stop looking at the little white dot. Well, you know, if you're worried about him passing the interview, he will. Don't you worry about that, you see, because, you see, it's a challenge. And that's where he's just like me. I mean, most of the time his talents lie doormat. But comes a challenge, they rise and emerge to the surface just like a corn plaster when you're having a hot bath.
I do hope so, of course.
No hope about it, is there, Ron?
No, Dad, no hope at all.
If you want my opinion, Mr. Glum, what's going to ruin Ron's chances is going up for that interview in a suit consistent of your hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs? I do not like your derogatory tone there. I mean, if that suit was good enough for my father...
Believe me, Mr. Glum, I know about employers, much more so than either of you, because, well, I've actually had employment.
I shall brush aside the inference there, but if you're suggesting that he needs just a slight re-equipping, well, I'm prepared to lash out. I've got 30 bob left of Mrs. Glum's burial money.
Mr. Glum, to dress Ron really befitting will cost at least £20.
£20? Well, that's out of the question. I mean, I've got very heavy back payment of tax to pay since the revenue found me claiming that fruit machine as a dependent relative.
Mr. Glum, did you or did you not just say that you were the type that rises to a challenge?
Yes, I did.
Well, this is a challenge. So go on then. Rise.
So that, you see, Ted, was the problem, what posed itself. How to rig Ron out in 20 quid's worth of gents' natty without actually having the wherewithal to purchase it thereof.
A real head-scratcher, that, Mr. Glum. In fact, I reckon it'd be impossible.
Yes, which is why, Ted, you are a mere servant of the brewery, whilst I am...
Unemployed.
Whilst I am a valued customer, Ted. Well, I see the solution come to me while I was having dinner, you see. I was reading my end of the tablecloth, and I see this headline, you see, about a lady what purchased a mink coat and it brung her out in a rash, you see. So she sued the shop and she got 250 quid. Well, naturally, my fertile brain started fertilising, and I thought, what about Ron's drip-dry shirt? Yes, which is why, early on Monday morning, Ron and Eth presented themselves at the shirt counter at Messrs. Loveday Bros on the parade.
Oh, Ron, I've got such a wind up about this. If it wasn't that your whole future's at stake, I'd never have... You keep rubbing them, they'll simply come off. Where's the shopman?
Yes. Where's the blasted, ruddy, perishing shopman?
There is no need for that kind of language.
No, it's all right nowadays, Eth. Look, that notice. Modern men swear.
Careful now.
Good morning, madam. Sir, can I be of any help?
Would you be one of the Messrs. Loveday Bros?
Yes, madam.
Well, I have a complaint.
No, Eth. I've got the complaint. Remember Dad said when he was putting him...
Your father said to leave me to do the talking. Mr. Loveday, I wish to complain that this drip-dry shirt purchased from your establishment has brought my fiancé's face out.
Oh, no, madam, he couldn't possibly have done. Whatever caused those curious marks on the gentleman's face...
I hope you'll pardon me obtruding, only I couldn't help overhearing what was being said on account of I was listening. I wonder if I can be of any help.
Help?
Well, yes, you see, as it so happens, I happen to be a highly respected Harley Street medical skin specialist. And I thought I might be able to adjudicate in this bull and cow.
Yes, please, Dad.
Dad? Recognised again, the penalty of fame. Dr. Eustace Dad, D.A.D.D., Ph.D., of course, yes. Very often in the newspapers because of my brilliant diagnostics. Now, I wonder if you'd mind me having a perfunctory butcher's at this little outbreak here. Now, oh, yes. Yes. Keep still. Oh, yes. Well, there we are. Now, sir, have you at any time, and this, of course, is purely a shot in the dark, 1,000,000 to 1 chance, have you at any time worn a drip-dry shirt next to your skin?
No.
No?
It was next to me pullover.
Of course, I'm not speaking of working from the outside in, I'm speaking of working from the skin towards the fresh air.
Oh, yes. It was the one that I was given for Christmas.
There we are, Mr. Loveday. I'm afraid this rash is definitely a classic case of drip-dry-matitis. Absolutely classic. I shall probably write it up in my next article in the Lancelot.
Now, just a minute, Doctor. That can't be. We've sold hundreds of these shirts.
Are you presuming to doubt my professional velocity?
Well, if you want my opinion, these spots look like dabs of nail varnish.
Well, my dear sir, if you're going to adopt that attitude, let me inform you that I'm prepared to go into any witness stand in the country and aver on oath as they ain't nail varnish.
They're red ink.
Keep Keep your yap shut, Spotty. Well, there we are, sir. Speaking as one member of the moneyed classes to another, my advice to you is to reimburse this young couple. I should think 20 quid would do it.
20 quid?
Or, of course, goods to the value in lieu. You know, that would be a superior equivalent. How about a nice blue suit like this one here? And a pair of shoes, yes, and a tie.
But this is nothing less than a put-up blackmail job.
Perhaps you'd prefer to fight it through the courts, sir. I don't think you'd enjoy the headline in the Courier, would you, eh? Local outfitter starts plague.
Oh, very well, take the blasted things, take them and get out. Get out of my shop and stay out.
He's not dressed soon, he's going to be late. Oh, Mr. Glum, what we did still seems like a kind of stealing.
Oh, Eth, remember this? Needs must when the devil derives. And also, you never make an omelette without smashing a few eggs.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. I think I could persuade her to do anything as long as there was a proverb concerning it. Here, Ron, it's 2:15. You'll miss your job interview.
Mr. Glum, want to see a sight that'll do your heart good? Look. Ta-ra!
Oh, Ron, you may never become a captain of industry, but dressed like that, you're bound to make Lance Corporal.
I feel a bit silly, Dad.
Silly? Remember what Ed said? Smartness is never silly.
Oh, no, I don't mean that. I mean coming all the way back home and then having to go all the way back again.
All the way back? Oh, you mean your interview's somewhere on the parade?
Yes. Some sort of gentleman's outfitters.
I don't believe it. It is Messrs. Loveday Brothers. You idiot! What do you want to do with that for?
Right, tie, gentlemen, please. All your glasses, thank you. Come along, Mr. Glum. Look, please let me finish up early. It's my bath night. And you know how much I love a good old soak.
Yes, Ted, I've met her. Don't talk to me about bath nights. Not after what happened to me last week. Oh, it's something that I shall remember till my dying day, if I'm spared that long. And in case I met Ted, put another brown in there, will you? What happened was, you see, I'd gone up for my bath at the usual time, first of the month, and I'd left Ron and Eth downstairs on the sofa. Well, what transpired, as it transpires...
Oh, he's been in there 3 hours. That can't be natural. I mean, I like my bath, but even allowing for a good old wallow, I'm in and out in 10 minutes. Oh, beloved, wouldn't you just like to pop your head round the bathroom door?
Yes,
Your father's door, Ron. Oh, please, just pop up and make sure nothing's happened to him.
Well, I popped my head round the door just after he got into the bath and he threw the scrubbing brush at me.
Why, ever for?
Just because I put Lady Barnet in there.
Lady Barnet?
Yeah, my goldfish. Poor little thing's got to stretch her fins somewhere.
Oh, that's even more worrying, Ron. Suppose Mr. Glum got into one of his rages. I mean, a heavy-built man like that, all worked up in a steamy little bathroom.
Eth, you're just making a mountain out of a molehole. If anything has happened, then we'd have heard from him.
Ron, isn't that him? Listen.
There you are. He's singing.
That was no singing. He's in difficulties. Mr. Glum, are you all right?
All right? No, I'm not all right. I can't get myself out of my bath.
Oh, I knew it. I had a premonition. Mr. Glum, how ill are you?
Who's talking about ill? I've got my big toe stuck in the perishing plug off.
Dear, oh dear. Well, that must Must have been a bit unpleasant, I should think.
No, Ted, it was absolutely delightful. There's nothing I can more highly recommend than sitting for 3 hours in rapidly cooling water with your big toe stuck down a waste pipe and a flipping goldfish sporting around your southern hemisphere.
Still, you're lucky to have Ron and Eth there to lend you a hand. Though, come to think of it, I suppose under the circumstances, Eth had to stay outside the bathroom.
No, we managed to get round the proprietaries, you see. I got Ron to empty some packets of gravy browning into the bath water.
Gravy brown? Oh, that was shrewd, Mr. Glum. That really was shrewd.
Shrewd enough for someone else to put someone else's brown into something else, ain't it? Oh, yes, that part of it was a great success. After Ron had poured in about 12 packets, I'd have got a U certificate from any watch committee in the country.
Special about Ron, that's it.
Try another packet.
All right, then.
All right, if I come in yet, Mr. Glum?
No, not yet, Eth. How does it seem to you, Ron?
Just a minute, Dad. It's lovely.
Taste it? Don't taste it. I mean the constituency of it here. I think it's dark enough. All right, Ethel, you can come in. I'm decent.
Hello, Mr. Glum.
Hello, Ethel. You'll pardon me not getting up. Here's a pretty kettle of fish, isn't it, eh? Me at my time of life, sitting here like the Browning version.
Why did you want to go and put your big toe in the plug hole for in the first place?
Well, I didn't want to, Ethel. I had to, you see. I come here to have my bath, and you see, and no plug, you see. The plug had gone, so, I mean, when I turned the taps on, the water went straight out.
Oh, yes, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Not a question if it would, wouldn't it? It did, didn't it? So I had no more to do than take all my clothes off and get into the bath and stick me toe in the plug hole, you see, and then turn the taps on. I passed a lightly soaked flannel over me salient features, and I'd finished my ablutions. I thought, well, I'll get out. And I couldn't. Just stuck here, you know, my toe stuck in the hole. Just stuck in there like a bung in a barrel. I just don't think I'll ever get it out.
Oh, when you've been like that for 3 hours, and Ron, we didn't even think to bring him up any supper.
You only have made it worse, Ed.
Why, Ron?
It was toad in the hole.
It's just like fate himself is perspiring against me.
There must be some way, Mr. Glum. Wait a minute. Now, what about this? Supposing we put it under your knees, reach it against the side of the bath, and then Ron and I throw all our weight on the other end. What would happen?
You break my ruddy leg, No use, it's no use, Ed. Nothing's going to get me out of here except major surgery. I mean, I'm... That flipping goldfish! It's just treating me like a subterranean grotto.
Dad, stop splashing about. You'll thin your gravy.
Oh, it's also inexplainable. I mean, if the toe went in, why won't it come out?
Oh, that's very easily explainable, Mr. Glum. You see, it was the heat of the hot water.
Oh, yeah.
It made your big toe swell, you see. Heat always makes things get bigger, doesn't it, Ron?
Yes, Dad. See, that is why we have longer days in the summer than we do in the winter.
Thank you, Dr. Bronowski. So what you recommend is that I sit here until winter comes along, then, is it?
Oh, no, Mr. Glum, but we are on the right track. Oh, Ron, can't you
You could take it out and blow on it.
Take it out and... Oh, Ron.
Yes, Dad?
Once and for all, admit something to me. There's something that I just want to hear you admit.
Yes, Dad?
Sometimes you are as dim as a sweep's ear roll.
Yes, Dad.
Not just yes, Dad. Admit it in full.
Sometimes I'm as dim as a sweep's ear roll.
Just plain, honest-to-goodness gormless.
Just plain, honest-to-goodness gormless.
And stupid with it.
And stupid with it.
Thank you, Ron. That's made me feel a lot better.
I'll tell you one thing about me, though, Dad.
What's that, Ron?
I never got my big toe stuck in a plug hole.
Look here, my hand. My flesh has gone all crinkly. What with that and the gravy browning, I shall soon look like the edge of a steak and kidney pie. Think of something there.
Oh, I am thinking, Mr. Glum. Wait a minute, Ron. Why don't you try and get at the toe from the other end of the waste pipe?
That's the best suggestion so far. Instead of pulling at the toe, push at it from the other end. Ron?
Dad?
Bend over and look at the bottom of the bath.
Righto, Dad. I couldn't see anything, Dad. There was a big toe in the way.
When I get the use of it back, I think I know where I'm going to place that big toe. And bend down and look at the outside of the bottom of the bath. See, down there, you'll see a waste pipe shaped like a U.
A U?
Like a U. And then there's a nut on it.
A nut?
A nut in it. That's another U. And that nut, which when you unscrew it, there'll be a hole there, which will show you where my toe is, and you can stick something up there. Do you understand that?
No, Dad.
Oh, quickly, go to the bathroom cabinet and get something out that you can push up and shove with.
Righto, eh?
Oh, I've done it, Mr. Glum, and the hole's only about 2 inches away from the end of your big toe. Oh, you're only a few seconds away from freedom now.
Thank you,
Can you see where you've got to push up, Ron?
Yes, yes. Ready, Dad?
Ready? I've been ready for 3 hours. Give it a good shove.
Rightio, Dad.
What's he using? What's he using? What's he using?
Well, you said to get something out of the cabinet.
It's only a couple of inches up the pipe. Why don't you use your finger?
Oh, my finger. Yeah, I've got one somewhere. I've got one longer than that, haven't I?
That's it. Now then.
Right. Contact.
I think I can feel you.
Can you?
Feel it, yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Give it a good shove. Yeah.
Push him in.
I'm free. I'm free. Oh, I can't thank you enough.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, and Ron, I take back what I said about you being dim and stupid and gormless. I was just the heat of the moment. Oh, dear. Shake hands with your old bad-tempered old dad, eh, will you?
No, Dad, I won't.
Oh, come on. Let bygones be bygones. Just shake hands with me, lad.
Oh, I can't, Dad. I can't get my finger out of the hole.
No!